So hello there everybody, welcome back to another video, and I know it has been a long time coming for this video. It feels so good to be back. It has been literally, I think, a month since I've last made one of these videos, but that's just because I've been working on a super massive project, and like I said, it literally took a month to do. I had to use like a TNT duplicated machine and run it back and forth and a whole bunch of other stuff and mining, but yeah, you'll see what happens when we go into this end realm and we check out what the end realm looks like. As you can see, this is the end. Nothing. Besides those. Apparently those spawn sometimes. But, as you can see, we completely destroyed the end. I don't know what these things are. Those are kind of dumb. The game's like auto-creating those or something. But, as you can see, for the most part... Okay, what's the big deal? Why are these things even here? These weren't here just a minute ago when I mined them all away. Whatever. Sometimes these things respawn for some reason. I don't know if it's because there's bedrock up here that we can't get rid of or what. But either way, it's not a big deal. Either way, we did completely get rid of the whole entire end. So, yeah, we defeated the Ender Dragon 20 times, as a matter of fact, and kept respawning him. That's how we have every single end gateway unlocked. And also, we destroyed all these towers, which took forever, and I was very surprised it did not die. I got close a couple of times, especially working down by the void, but this right here is just showing how high up we can build and stuff, but... yeah, it's really cool, and I'm really annoyed that these things are here. I think the game auto-creates them or something. When you, yeah, see, it looks like it's just creating them when you delete the end. But that's not a big deal. It's gone for the most part, and we're most likely just going to build out there. I'm thinking of building a giant planet here, since it's going to need somewhere to spawn stuff, and so that these don't spawn. If we build just, like, a giant planet around the middle, and then these can all look like they're orbiting the planet and whatnot. That was just my idea, what I was possibly thinking that we could do. But in order... like, we're going to say this is space, because it does kind of look like space. So the first thing we got to do is, well, let's go up to the very top of the tower that we can. There's no way I land this. Alright, whatever. Ugh. Try and land on that. But yeah, it took a long time. I used a TNT, like, duplicator machine, which made it so I could just AFK here and destroy most of the island. And so, yeah, for like all the end stone, that's what I did. But for the towers, I had to mine those down with this boy. Well, I had actually more than one pickaxe. I had like 5 of them. And I had to use a haste 2 beacon just to make it go a little bit faster. But that's what took so long. Because I left the TNT thing on overnight. And that did most of it. I leave it on like a couple nights, I think. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But it was a long time. But, yeah, as you can see, for the most part, all the way done. But, like I was saying, today's episode, you're in space, okay? We're going to call this space. I think space is cool. That's why I did all this. And what do you need in space? You need a space station. So today we're going to try and build the ISS, the International Space Station. I was thinking about building it somewhere over there, definitely near like the top of the world. I think it would just be cool. So that's what we're going to do today. I got a whole bunch of blocks with me and stuff, ideas on what we could use. And we're just going to try out some ideas and see how they look. I've looked up a lot of pictures on it and stuff. But we should get a ladder or something to get up there. I should grab some wood. Hopefully I got wood in here. But yeah, that's what we're going to try and do today. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started on that. See what we can come up with. Alright, so I've been up here and I've been working just a little bit. This is going to be like the main beam of the space station, I guess you can say. This is where going to be all the solar panels rest on. And I looked it up. And the space station is 109 meters long. So I made this 109 blocks long, just like so. And these are meant to be like the solar panels. These are going to stretch out really far. This is just an idea I had using slabs, because then it makes the solar panels kind of pop. But I don't know. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so like this is 30 blocks long. I'm going to see how that looks. But in case you guys didn't know, I'll put a picture of the space station up on the screen right now. And the space station, it's got solar panels here, and then another set of 2 there and right here, and it's got the same thing on the opposite side. So we're going to try and replicate that for the solar panels instead of trying to pre-build it. So I think that could look cool. I also had the idea of using prismarine slabs instead of the blue, but I think the blue looks better already. Oh, yeah, we're getting lots of endermen spawning up here, which is pretty unfortunate. Hopefully I don't look at one of them in the eyes and they kill me. But I think, I don't know. I guess we just have to keep building up. I think as a start, that's a pretty decent start. Now it's going to be like flat, I guess you could say. It's not going to be diagonal and turned and stuff. But I think especially when we're coming in from down here and stuff, having a space station up there it's gonna look pretty cool. And it actually looks like it's in space because we built in the nether. It's all purplish and stuff. I mean, there's no stars, but alright, so I went ahead and just finished up this whole side of the solar panels, and it is, as you can see, two solar panel. Well, I guess technically 4 solar panels, but 2 modules, and I'm thinking it's looking pretty good. I see you guys by phone right there. I would say that looks pretty dang good, to be honest. It looks pretty nice, and we're gonna just replicate that on this side and duplicate it on the opposite side. Oh man, why attack me? I totally need to get a pumpkin helmet. Not mad, he just fell off the edge. Oh, but that guy's mad at me, isn't he? But yeah, so I just gotta take this and duplicate it over here on the other side, which is what I'm gonna do right now. So all I did is pretty simple, especially since we're just copying. A little something like that. Come on. Alright, so I went ahead and made these lapis lazuli things, aka the solar panels, 5 blocks wide, and then I made them 30 long. So we got 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, so these are 30 blocks long, 5 blocks wide. These are just our solar panels. That, you need solar panels to charge all this stuff, and then we're just gonna go ahead and take some quartz slabs and go down the middle with it. This is kind of like the beam that they're sitting on, I guess you could say. And then we're actually going to have to destroy all of this scaffolding stuff. I just use endstone because, as you can imagine, I have quite a bit of endstone sitting back at home. So I just threw that in there, and that's probably going to be my scaffolding block to use for a while. But all we're trying to do is follow this to the end, and it's being really annoying right now. It wasn't this weird on the other side. I went faster, but just like so, almost there. And in case you guys didn't know, this is actually how they made the real space station. They just scaffold up in Minecraft and placed a whole bunch of lapis blocks in order to make the solar panels and whatnot. It's pretty cool how it worked out. It was real easy. They had creative mode because they were in space, So since it was way easier for them to build and stuff, they also had commands so they could just copy and paste the whole thing. I mean, NASA pretty much has hacks on in Minecraft because they're in creative mode at all times. They can literally fly. But I'd say that this is looking pretty good. A nice little start we got going here. What I do actually at the end, I was just looking, I do cap these off. And I copy exactly how we have it at the very front. So I need some more of this. And alright, so we went ahead and just finished this side of the space station. As you can see, we got our 4 sets of solar panels looking very nice, filled with Enderman. But now all we're going to do is we're going to copy this same exact thing that we have right here over there on the other side. So that way it's, that's how the space station looks, right? They have solar panels on both sides, and then we can start building up that middle portion, which should be fun to do. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start on that. Alright, so we went ahead and just finished up the opposite side of the solar panels for the space station. And I'll give this a quick little flight above just so you can see how cool this looks. And oh yeah, that's looking really good. That looks so nice. The blue and everything on the black background looks so nice for our space station. Space station. But yeah, now it's time to start building the actual pressurized containers, or whatever they're called. And that means that we're probably, I was looking at this, I was thinking, I don't know if I like that. Oh, Enderman. They're gonna almost kill me, dang. I don't even think I looked at any of them. They just get mad at you for some reason. Where are they? This guy? Let's go. Why am I at such, oh, okay. But either way, you see what we're doing. I made sure I don't look at these guys anymore. I haven't at all, really, but we need to, I was thinking about chopping this off and then putting like stairs or something here, just to give it more of a rounded look. I don't know. But I guess we'll just start throwing up ideas for this middle part and see what we can make. Hopefully it's something that we can actually walk in and not just look at. I think that'd be pretty cool. Alrighty guys, so what I ended up doing was I ended up just kind of beefing up these arms. Alright, I was sitting there trying to make like places for them, like astronauts so-called, to live, like places you can actually stand in. Then I looked it up and I realized that actually none of this on the real space station can be lived in. It's all just part of the arm. And also, if I try to make like a 3-wide thing right here, it looks really dumb. And I looked it up. They have like some kind of just scaffolding that goes down the middle, so that's what I try to recreate. These are like beefy, those are beefy, and then they have this scaffolding stuff. So that's what I did. And then we have the middle of the scaffolding kind of stuff right here. And this right here is where I'm going to go ahead and place the space shuttle or whatever. And it's going to be going this way and out and stuff. Not the space shuttle, but all the little parts that they live in. So yeah, it was really easy. All I used was fence posts, cobblestone fences, and some stairs. And then yeah, we just connected it all up. I don't know, I might change a little bit about it And this doesn't even, I don't know. I feel like there needs to be a little bit something more in this. I feel like it needs to be more filled, but who knows? We can experiment with that still a little bit. Let's go and take a quick little fly around just to see what it looks like. I'm definitely thinking that it's looking much better. I definitely like the dark. With it being all white before, it was just kind of like too bright. There wasn't colors to break it up. But now it looks a lot more industrial, I guess you can say. Kind of more like the real thing. So, yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and start trying to build the little space station thingy. I don't know which way we're going to put it, but probably just going to make some kind of tube going off in one of these directions. And alright, so I've made some pretty decent progress so far on this one side. Of course, we're going to build it going through this to show it's connected. But so far on one side, all I've done really is I've made this kind of tunnel thing, which I can't get into, of course. Oh, we're free falling there for a moment, but luckily we're up so tall, or so high, not so tall. But I end up, come on, why can't I fly through the tube? It's a 3x3 tube. I cannot fly through it. But you see the tube that we have right here, and I'm looking at pictures of it. That's how I'm kind of trying to base it off of. And it ends here and it splits up this way and this way. So I guess we have to try and round this off and make it look like a point kind of, and then make an entrance this way and that way to make the station. I don't know. I'm just looking at it from like an above picture, and that's what I'm trying to copy and see how it looks. So I guess we're going to try and do that next. But first of all, how are we going to... every time. I fell so many times while building this as well. So what we need to do, fly in there. There we go. Perfect. And then now we got to try and figure out, like I said, a way to end this, I guess you could say. So like something like this. I feel like we should make it get smaller instead of just chopping it off. Something like that. Or maybe we can leave that. I was going to get rid of it, but... okay. Alright, yeah, maybe a little something like that. And then we can just go ahead and copy that over here on this side. A little something like that. Maybe we gotta round off the bottom, something like that, maybe, and then that probably needs to be rounded off as well, because that looks kind of ugly. Maybe stay like that. All right, I could see it. What next? How are we gonna close this? Well, we should probably copy this top. I just have it going down by 2 slabs, so we should make it go up like that. Can we break off that bottom one? Something like that, maybe. I don't know. That might look kind of garbage. I don't know what I'm doing, but all right, a little something like that, and then this is almost like a doorway, kind of like an airlock door, I guess you can say. It's so hard to build on these things. I really need to get a bucket of water. Here, ready? We're in a free for all. Woo! All right, so I went ahead and finished that and rounded that off, and I think I got to look pretty dang nice. And I started a tube that goes this way, and I think that's looking pretty good. I like how I incorporated it really well in here, as you can see. From my days of building those medieval builds and stuff like that. Here, if I had anything, that should be like that. Yeah, to incorporate that a little bit better. But, okay, good, we didn't fall. I'm thinking I'm going to make this about this long, probably. Because this side is shorter than the other side. Here, maybe I'll put another picture of the space station. But this side is pretty short, and that side right there is a lot longer. So, yeah, this can be a short side, and then we're going to just copy this entrance over here on this side, and it's going to be longer. And we're also going to build up just the edges of this, I guess, and we're going to try and cap this off. This is a lot of building for the space station. The space station is actually pretty weird looking, though, and if you've ever seen it in real life, I mean, no one has, but if you ever look at it on YouTube and stuff like that, and I'm just on Google Images, it looks really weird. It's just a bunch of random shapes put together, and that's I guess what we're trying to replicate, you know. So we're going to keep this up, looking a little something like that. It looks pretty good. These blocks right here are always so tough to place, so annoying. This episode might take a couple days to make, or over the course of 2 days to make, just because of getting quartz, you know. Pretty annoying. And not just that, we did destroy the end, and that took a month. So this episode, I guess you can say, is almost like the longest episode ever. It's probably going to be like a month and a couple days to make. So yeah, that's pretty cool little fact. Is this too close to the solar panels? Nah. Now if we cap it off right here. Alright. Just making sure and double checking everything, you know. Alright, so we went ahead and just finished making this other side right here. And I have to say, it's starting to look really nice, the space station. So yeah, all we did was we just made it to this end. And we capped it off exactly the same as we did on the other ends. And so next we got this other end down there. As you can see, it's actually really long. It goes to the end of this solar panels. That's what it does in real life. So I just figured I copied that right over. And then this is just like what our inside looks like. So it definitely looks like a space station. I mean, all white and stuff. Of course, we're gonna have to add a whole bunch of, I think, like just colors and stuff. Furnaces, crafting tables, I guess. The usual. We'll get rid of this stuff, like these beams that go across here that are gonna mess with our space tunnel. And then yeah, this is gonna end up going out to here. And then what we're actually gonna do is, I'll show you in a second. We're gonna make a smaller tube here, like an airlock, and then another big tube here, because that's what the space station looks like. So yeah, so it'll go down to like a 2 tall hallway, I guess you can say. I'm guessing that's where they like shipped up new parts, and so they have airlocks, I guess you can call them. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and build that first, or build that right now. Once we go ahead and finish up what we were doing up here. Alright, so we went ahead and just built up that small little tube that goes back and forth. I ended up using a slab on top just to make it small enough. And it would look a little bit better if it was only like 1 block tall, but then there'd be no way for us to get through. I'm thinking that right there could be a really nice entry point into the space station. But I literally almost forgot to start recording again because I'm just having so much fun building this. It's actually a lot of fun to build, because it's just something that you can just kind of look off and do. It's not super tough, but it's not super easy. But yeah, in the space station they have this, a smaller thing, and then yeah, that pod. But this right here is going to be more solar panels, and they go up. I know it's weird. They look like they put the thing together all wrong. Oh man, and how many times have I fallen off? Can we get like a fall off counter for this episode? Jeez. But yeah, it's going to end up looking a little something like this, if I can even get up there. Are you kidding me? Whatever. But yeah. Come on, there we go. We're gonna use stairs just so we know to get rid of these. But yeah, it's gonna look, we're gonna put stairs on the top of it, and then we're gonna go and just continue it up through just a hole in the middle, and that will be some more solar panels. And yeah, we'll go ahead and see how that turns out. But so far, it is looking very nice. I hate how to do that. And we are running kind of low on quartz just a little bit, but it's fun. It's fun to do, and it's pretty looking really nice. It's, oh man. It would look nicer if we could look at it instead of falling down every single time. We have these giant solar panels, but we can't land on any of them. Here we go. But yeah, looking pretty good. So we're going to just go and try and build up that solar panel thing. You kidding me, Enderman? Alright, so I just went ahead and built up these little solar panels, and like, I don't know if I'm 100% sold on them. I like the fact that we have it come out by those blocks, but like right here you see that you can't add a spacer block, otherwise you need a full block. And the full block looks bad, but at the same time this doesn't look the best, so I might switch those up. That's something I'll have to look at for a long time and realize if I want to switch up or not. We might as well connect these back. Oh, I never even did this. Actually, we'll leave that. But yeah, it's looking pretty decent, I'd say so myself. Let's go ahead and fall. Did that on purpose, okay. Did it on purpose. But yeah, I don't know why I keep saying that. I don't know what else to say. It's just, it's looking nice. And now we just got to go ahead and build the next part, which I believe is, we're going to have to go down in the middle, I think. Alright, so right now we're on the part that extends down from the space station, whatever the thing. And it goes down like this. Here, I'll give you a better view real fast. It looks something, a little something like that. It's a little short, to be honest, but that's how it is. That's how it looks. I'm looking at a picture right now. But yeah, then we have this one thing on it. Alright, here, let's give you a little bit of history about this ISS and how it was built. We have this thing about it, right? And it's mainly made from like Japan and US and Russia. And all their little modules, I guess you could say, have names like Destiny or like Apollo and that kind of stuff. And then Canada added one thing, alright, which was this arm right here. And so they just decided to call it the Canadarm. Like it's a super serious space station. All these things from all these countries, and then you just have the Canadarm. The Canadarm. Canadarm. Ha, so funny. But yeah, so that's what they decided to add. So I'm just trying to, I don't know. I'm just making something that looks sort of like a space station-y arm, I guess. I need to get underneath it. Darn, I gotta go grab my water bucket again. But you get the point. That's just meant to be like the Canadarm. Such a dumb name, but whatever. It's pretty funny. Alright, and as you can guess, what else does this giant space ISS shuttle need? Is more solar panels. Yeah, this thing has so many solar panels. There's just a little extension that goes down that it looks like they just tacked it on at the end. I don't know if that looks that great, but it's whatever for right now. And it looks like they were building this, and like they brought up this as the main pieces first, and they brought this in, and then every time they're like, yeah, we'll just bring a few more here and maybe a few more there. Every time they brought up a shuttle, they're like, yeah, we'll just throw some solar panels on top of that, you know, make sure there's enough energy and stuff. But it is pretty cool looking the way it looks, and I don't even know what we have next to build. I think there's some more stuff over here. And right, for this next little part, since it's actually something really small and looks like it would be easy, I'm going to just build it along with you guys. So we have a little tube that comes off the edge. We're not going to build it right on the edge, but comes off the edge, something like this. It's just an itty bitty tube. Alright, we can just make like a little 3x3 thing like this. 1 2 3, 1 2 3, and that looks a little bit, yeah, no, that'll work. We can do this, and then we can make it come out just a little bit, make it look like it's floating, I guess you could say. And then we can destroy the corners, because it definitely looks more of a tube-ish than just like a block. And so we'll go ahead and do that. Oops, let's extend this actually. Alright, I'm bad now. I realize maybe I can't like think and build and talk all at the same time, but we just finished up this little tube that look a little something like this. I think we can do either 3 blocks or 4 blocks tall. Well, let's do 3 blocks, because then we can have a center, like just like that. Perfect, beautiful. Because there's like a little dot on it, and then we can have it come in, because it looks like a little, not like that. It looks like a little tube sort of thing. And all right, we got more cords. Phew. Looks a little like that, and then it's got like, I don't know, they almost look a little bit like windows. Maybe we can add some windows in here, yeah. But for now, I think I'm just gonna place andesite there, because yeah, I don't have any glass on me, and I don't feel like running around and getting glass. So for now, we're just gonna place andesite on all of these corners just like that. And right now, I need an andesite slab, as a matter of fact, because then I can make it have a little bit more like texture, because otherwise it just looked like a block like that. I want an andesite slab on top. So let's go ahead and actually make one. I don't think we've used andesite slabs yet, so go ahead and andesite slab. Are you kidding me? There we go. Give me one of those, and then boom, I say that looks pretty good. This thing almost doubles as an Enderman farm. I mean, so many of them spawning. But I think that looks pretty decent. Let's go and just see what it looks like from out here. Yeah, that looks decent enough. Kind of looks like a little airlock thingy, a little bit retarded, but I think it does the job. So yeah, that's this little module built, and I fell off again. This is a little airtight seal lock thing built. Alright, so it's actually much later than I wanted it to be, but what I ended up doing was I ended up adding more solar panels here, because I looked in the station and it's like they're kind of here, but they're tilted. But like, they're not solar panels, they're like these heat shields that apparently get rid of heat from the place. That's what I put that there for, was to help like look like one of those heat things. I don't 100% know. But also I just added like random stuff, like just random antennas and little signal things, and that's some kind of weird arm, and so is that, just to make it look like more of a space station, you know, because a space station, everything's floating in space. So it's just, they just throw stuff wherever they want to. So that's exactly what it's kind of looked like. I threw some buttons around just to, I don't know, spruce it up a little bit, just iron fences, a little bit random. Oh yeah, I filled this middle with iron fences as well, just because as you can see, it looks a little bit bare, I guess, where before you could see straight through it. Now it looks like it actually holds some stuff, and then like I said, heat shields, more of this stuff, whatever. We got a couple antennas and whatnot. There's our end down there. But yeah, I mean, that looks pretty decent. This is our entrance. Uh-oh, I blocked it back up, I think, because like, how else are we supposed to get into this thing? Because I want to, oh, actually, we should use that somehow. We should put a trap door on top and use this as our way to get in and out, because I actually do want to use it like as an actual thing. So I think thought this is cooler though, going in through here, because it's like an airlock and everything. Oh my, we'll never even be able to get up here. All right, come on, pickaxe. And like, if we just, whoop. And this is our entrance. It's cool because like, this is your airlock, this is your entrance, then it goes to the tinier thing, back out to the bigger one. We got plenty of room in here. This is a little drop down station thing. You have like chests and stuff down here. I don't know, chests all over the walls. What we need to do, we need to get a slow falling potion so that we can float, I guess. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. I mean, it's just pretty barren in here. I really don't know what else, like what to add in here, I guess you could say, you know. On the inside of the space station, it's just full of computers and like workout equipment and food storage. So I don't know, maybe we should do something like that. I don't know, we might save that for next episode. But anyways, guys, I think that was a pretty good time to wrap up this episode. We finished this whole entire International Space Station, the ISS. I have to say, it's looking pretty dang good myself. But anyways, thank you guys for watching yet again. Another video. I do hope you enjoyed it and enjoyed building the space station. I have to say, I mean, I'm really happy with it. I think it looks so good. But anyways, I say that word a lot, don't I? Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching another video. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.